Living a Double Life. Chapter 1. The perfect gentleman. Michael was the kind of man people admired, charming, successful, and always composed. His co-workers envied his confidence, and his friends marveled at his ability to connect with anyone. But Michael had a secret: he was engaged to 2 women. Rachel was the first. She entered his life during a corporate networking event. Sophisticated, driven, and intelligent, Rachel was everything Michael thought he wanted in a life partner. Then there was Emily. She appeared unexpectedly at an art fair. Her carefree spirit and creative mind drew Michael in like a moth to a flame. Michael convinced himself he loved them both. They fulfilled different parts of him, and he believed he could maintain this precarious balance forever. Chapter 2. Juggling hearts. Each day was a performance. With Rachel, Michael discussed work, future investments, and marriage plans. She had a vision board for their dream home and a timeline for when they'd start a family. With Emily, life was spontaneous. They spent evenings painting in her loft, drinking wine, and talking about dreams. Emily lived for the moment, and Michael felt free when he was with her. He kept 2 phones, one for Rachel, another for Emily, and meticulously planned his schedule. His elaborate web of lies grew, but Michael thrived on the thrill of it all. Chapter 3. An engagement too far. Rachel and Michael had been dating for 3 years when she began dropping hints about marriage. Michael knew he couldn't delay any longer, so he proposed during a romantic dinner at her favorite restaurant. A week later, Emily took him to a secluded beach. As the sun set, Michael found himself overwhelmed by her beauty and passion. He hadn't planned to propose that night, but when Emily joked about them spending forever together, he blurted out, "Why not?" To his shock, she said yes. For a moment, Michael felt invincible. He had 2 fiancées, 2 dream lives. But deep down, a small voice whispered, "This won't last." Chapter 4. The cracks began to show. Michael's perfect façade began to crumble. One evening, while dining with Rachel, he accidentally mentioned Emily's favorite wine. Rachel noticed but said nothing, unsure if it was a simple mistake. His double life started to take a toll. He was exhausted from constantly lying, and his stress began to show. Emily questioned his late nights. Rachel commented on his distracted demeanor. The pressure mounted, but Michael refused to let go of either woman. He believed he could fix it, he just needed to be more careful. Chapter 5. Rachel's discovery. Rachel was cleaning Michael's closet when she found a receipt for an engagement ring. At first, she smiled, thinking it was for her. But her smile faded when she saw the date. It was from weeks after their engagement. Doubt crept in. She thought back to his strange behavior, the missed calls, the vague excuses about work trips. Her instincts told her something was wrong. Rachel decided to follow her suspicions. She checked his phone while he was in the shower one morning and found a text from someone named Emily, "Can't wait to see you tonight." Chapter 6. The confrontation. Rachel waited outside Michael's apartment the following evening. She saw Emily arrive, carrying flowers. "Excuse me, who are you?" Rachel asked, stepping forward. Emily smiled, confused. "I'm Emily. I'm here to see my fiancé, Michael." "Who are you?" Rachel's blood ran cold. "Fiancé. Michael's my fiancé." The 2 women pieced together the truth, their anger building. When Michael came home, he found them both waiting. "What the hell is going on, Michael?" Rachel demanded. Michael stammered, trying to explain, but the damage was done. Chapter 7. Emily's shock. Emily was devastated. She had believed in Michael, trusted him. Now, everything felt like a lie. "How could you play with my heart like this?" she asked through tears. Michael tried to justify himself, claiming he loved them both. But his words only made things worse. "You don't know what love is," Emily said, storming out. Rachel followed, slamming the door behind her. Michael was left alone in his apartment, the silence a stark contrast to the chaos that had erupted moments before. Chapter 8. A media frenzy. Rachel, still seething, posted about Michael's betrayal on social media. Her friends shared it, and soon, the story spread like wildfire. Man engaged to 2 women exposed. Michael's co-workers, friends, and even his boss learned about his double life. He became a symbol of betrayal, his face plastered across viral memes and news articles. Rachel and Emily received sympathy, but they also faced unwanted attention. Strangers judged them, gossiping about how they hadn't seen the signs. Chapter 9. Picking up the pieces. Michael hit rock bottom. He lost his job, his friends distanced themselves, and both women cut him off completely. For the first time, he was forced to confront his choices. He started therapy, trying to understand why he had lied and hurt the people he loved. Rachel moved on, throwing herself into her career. She became a powerhouse in her industry, determined never to let another man distract her. Emily channeled her pain into her art. Her next exhibition, titled Deception and Resilience, was a critical success. Chapter 10. A lonely road. Years later, Michael sat alone in a cafe, scrolling through his phone. He saw a picture of Rachel, radiant on her wedding day, standing beside a man who clearly adored her. Another photo showed Emily in Paris, holding an award for her latest gallery. Michael felt a pang of regret. His selfishness had cost him everything. He had loved 2 women deeply but destroyed them with his lies. As he sipped his coffee, Michael realized one harsh truth: the life he had tried to build was never real. And now, he was truly alone.